Share my screen. Okay. So earlier today I left off at this meditate. I thought it was meditate. Meditate function. It takes a string and this whole notion of a calmness level. And uh-oh. Hey Sergey, how are you? On check. Can you hear me okay? Blah blah blah. Check, check, check. No? Can't hear me?
No.
No?
Here,
Can't hear me?
I can hear you. Don't you hear me?
I'm not sure. I think you should be able to hear me. Let me check my settings. Let me see something real fast.
Don't you hear me? No? No?
I hear you fine. Yep.
Okay, you fine too?
But you can't hear me at all, huh? Check, check, check. Check, check, check. See, I'm using this right here.
I hear you fine.
Oh, you hear me now. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot to switch my headset on.
Okay. So I was preparing for this session with you by trying to knock off an hour studying this book and going through some exercises. And so far, one of the exercises was create a function that will evaluate the value of one of the parameters and output a message. Now, they didn't say in the book to use this cund. I guess cund is for condition or something. The book didn't say use this. I discovered this on Stack Overflow. And I guess cund is similar to like a switch statement. And so that's what I used, and it looks like it works. Something I would like to learn is when you have, and I'm not sure how to write this, you have one, is it just spaces? I think it's just spaces, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How would I go through this list and print? So print line. And I guess I have to do print line within parentheses. Like, I'm not sure how I would do this, where I'm sure I would have something like
So,
function and then print line or function hold up, function I.
so do you want to print every item on separate line or what?
Yeah. No, it doesn't have, well, yeah. I want to be able to iterate through this and output. And so like in F sharp, it's list.iter or sequence.iter. But in Clojure, I'm not sure how I would do that. Like, how would you iterate through a list? Looks like it's just iterate. I assume you're writing some code. Must be free of side effects.
So as I understood you correctly, you want to do this.
Run, print line. Okay. It's not, I don't use iterate. Hold up. I don't use this right here. Okay, well, that works.
So does it work as you expected or what?
Yeah, I mean, it works as I expected. I just, I, well, what does run do and why does it have an exclamation point? Runs the supply procedure via reduce for purposes of side effects on successive items in a collection. So does a exclamation point mean that the function relies on side effects? Like, how come it's just not run?
Yes, exclamation point looks like about this is about side effects.
Okay.
But for me, it's like non-standard usage of exclamation mark because, for example, print rn also function for side effect, and it doesn't have exclamation mark.
Okay. Like, I'm trying to, like, am I able to use iterate? Hold up.
If you want to use iterate,
Oh, shoot. It's an infinite loop. Ah, how do I kill the infinite loop?
you can click red cross second. Yeah.
Did that do it? Oh, okay.
Iterate. So iterate is a lazy generate lazy sequence. Uh, so application of so iterate is totally different function. It's a iteration over previous result of this function. It's not iteration over sequence.
There's a function called
You, you,
sequence.
you, you, you get a function and apply and then get the result and apply again. So it's iterate not doesn't fit here.
Uh, so run is the only thing I would do if I wanted to, uh, like, this is similar to like a for loop, and I just want to take every single value within a list and run a side effect from that value. That's what run is for.
So for example, the simplest way you could use it use a map instead of run exclamation mark. So you can replace run with map, and this will be just a mapping
Map exclamation
over.
point or just map?
No, just map. So you remove exclamation point. So you apply function println and return sequence and have a side effect.
Okay.
The only difference that in real code, if you use map, this map, and don't use produced value, don't realize the sequence, then nothing will happen. You see results here just because REPL evaluate this result and get. But if you apply this in real code and don't use it anywhere, you don't get this side effect. Println will not be called at all. So it's a lazy function if you don't call it. So calling map doesn't call println. No, you should use parents around your function definition. So do you want square? Okay.
I'm trying to take, I'm trying to square everything. Map function x, and then within parentheses. I thought I had that. Hold up. Map function, and then
You should have brace before function.
Why didn't that execute? How come? Hold up. What else do you have? How come this isn't executing? Am I missing an argument?
There should be single parent at the end, not double. Why is it double? Because your vector is inside function. You should move it out.
My vector is inside function. Like that?
No.
Let
You
me look
should.
at your stuff. Yeah, map function. Yeah, I had like that. And then you have within parentheses.
You can just copy my code in second line and compare different.
Okay. You have another parenthesis here. Okay. All right, let me just try to marinate on this one real fast. So
You can use put it in several lines to avoid confusion. So don't try to write everything in single line. If you cannot see when expression starts and when it ends.
Yep, and then function x, and then I'm trying to do it from memory.
No,
Uh,
no. Start from parent. Every expression starts with parent. So
yeah,
remove x and asterisk.
like that.
No, no, no.
Okay, let me start over.
Let's undo.
Okay,
The first
now.
behavior should be start everything. So every new expression starts with parent. You want to start anything, just automatically start parent. So map
Okay,
parent continue left parent. Fn
okay,
bracket x
okay,
again parent
okay. Oh,
asterisk.
okay. So this one will represent the body of the function, even though this is a lambda. Okay, okay.
No, you are inside body just after bracket, and you can have multiple expressions inside body. But you can have yes, okay. Now you should move out of this function. Function is ready. Now you should go to the end of this function and put your vector here. Yes, that's all.
Okay.
So you could put enter before expression with asterisk because its usual function body is on new line. No, put before left parent. Yes, enter here. And you can put enter before vector because this is another argument.
Okay. Like that.
So now you can see first argument of this map function, put everything in this function, and second argument below first argument with the
Oh,
vector.
oh, uh, I can't read this. uh, all right. Oh, okay. So you're saying that. Oh shoot! What did I just do? Hold up. You're saying that on the editor, the alignment will let me know how many arguments it takes. This still looks kind of cryptic to me. All right, I want to do it from memory again. Hold up. Everything starts with the parenthesis map. Okay, and then within parentheses, we want to execute a function, a lambda function that takes x, and the body of that function is going to return x squared. Okay, and then here say 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yay. Okay. I feel like I graduated. Okay. And so this is the same thing as me saying, I think I already have something. Don't I have square defined up here? Where's square at? I don't have a function called square up here. I thought I did. No, looks like I don't. All right. So next I could say something like this. Uh, I could say find function
Start
square.
with bracket,
Oh yeah.
with parent. Yes.
Find function square takes x. Okay. And it is going to
You can put empty
turn XX that.
done.
Okay. So now I could load that in, and then I could theoretically take this lambda and just put square like that, and theoretically, yay! All right. Okay. All right. I got to start over one more time. In parentheses, shoot, give me a second. Map, and within parentheses, a function that is going to, all right, so the first argument within the map is a function. Okay, that's understandable. And then we say within this function, we're going to take a value. And then the body of that value is going to be that. And then our next second function is going to be within braces 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now you're saying that you can do something like that. Okay. Something that I would like to get a better understanding of is our maps. Periodic
Hash
key check.
maps.
Yeah, the thing that Clojure relies on for its de facto like data structure. And so I think you kind of did this our first session, but I haven't got within the book that I'm reading, which is this right here. I haven't got to the chapter that talks about data structures, but I would assume that we would say def.
Start with parameters.
I'll use the scoped one, or you're saying within parentheses say def, and then let's say par. Are the conventions to still use map, or are the conventions to use like some object, and it's assumed that that object is a map or
Just
some
object.
item? Okay, so def car, and then if we want that to be a dictionary, I don't know how to do that.
Brace. Space brace.
Okay.
No, not bracket. Brace. This.
These are braces, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
And
so
pairs key value pairs. Key value. String key or keyword or anything. Value. Usually keyword. Column. Name of key name. What do you want? Engine name.
it would be model and year.
Okay. Start model column before model. So to have a keyword. Column.
I'm not following. It sounds like you're saying keyboard or
Column.
keyword.
Keyword.
Okay.
Keyword is a special type. It's like a string, internet strings with specific behavior.
Okay. So what's the name
Syntax
of the
is
keyword?
all keywords start with a colon.
Oh, colon. Okay.
Yeah, this symbol. And without space. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So here is also key. No, not value key. What?
No.
I think that here is not a name of model.
No.
So after model should be value for model, like Audi, Mercedes, I don't know. So model Mercedes, year 2005, I don't know.
Hold up. So you're just saying, I'm not sure if I'm understanding right.
Yes, but string, yes. Model Honda, but in quotes, double quotes. Yes. Model Honda.
And then,
Space, year,
okay.
year can be numeric, like, yes, and so on. Also, you can put commas if you need for readability, because commas are just space and quote.
Okay. Weird. It's not letting me. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well.
Because there should not be space before model.
Okay.
Now they will be aligned, yes. If you want to put every pair in separate line, you can.
Okay. So this looks like a record to me, but all right. So we define a car, and all right. So we define a map called car, and we know it's a map because we use braces, and then we say colon model Honda colon year 1999. So we're declaring a map and we're assigning values to it. So is there a way for me to say parentheses? Hold up. Car dot add.
No, car space. Do you want to add something to
Yeah.
car?
Yeah. Yes.
So first verb. So if you want to add, this is a soc, a soc, ASSOC. The first symbol should be before car. Before car, you should call
Oh,
AC, ASSOC.
SOS. Okay.
Yes, so associate. Car,
SOS car.
key, key, which key again?
I, I don't understand the accent. You type it in?
Like model year, those are
Oh, okay.
hash map keys. So new key, how do you pronounce key? Just
Key.
yes, key, keyword.
Let me see if I can make things a little bit easier. You literally type in the key, or is this just an example? Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah, yes. You should specify a key which you
oh,
for
okay,
which
okay,
you
okay.
want to set a value.
All right, so
If value exists, it will be replaced. If it doesn't exist, it will be added.
it would just be this right here. Hold up, hold up. Model, and then
No.
here.
But car should be there before model. Assorts in car, so assorts car, and then key in value.
Okay,
So now we change car model.
Toyota car model Toyota, and then potentially do comma, and then say year 2000, and
You
so is
replaced
that
everything in the car.
Oh, how do I append?
Append?
Append, like how do I or do I just say, hold up, give me 1 second. Do I just say within here, or do I just override it?
No, you don't overwrite. You get a copy starting from car and
I just have to hold up. Def updated car. Okay. Well, no, I feel like I'm not doing something right. All right. So then if I say updated car and I want to say Honda, is it going to,
no, now you look up key Honda in the updated car. So your expression now means that you look up for Toyota key in the map updated car. And it returns nil because there is no such key.
do I do that?
Yes, you can do this. This expression means that you look up model. If model doesn't exist in this, then Toyota will be returned. This is default value. Yes, now it's just look up. You can look up in three ways: applying hash map like a function, like you did right now. You can put model before updated car, apply keyword to this map. The result will be same. So you can switch places, updated car and model.
Switch updated car and
In your expression, you can change places, model at first and updated car in second, in the last line. No, the last line, yes, this expression. Model can be before updated car, and the result will be the same. Yes, this is same expression.
okay.
The first expression is apply map to key means lookup. Apply key to map also means lookup, but from the point of view of this keyword. And also
So
there's a function get. You can write get from updated car key model.
yeah, that's kind of the way I'm
So
reading
they're a little
it.
bit.
Get model from updated car, but you're saying like I could literally say get.
But for get, you should put updated car before model. Yes, this is generic form because expression updated car model will not work if updated car is nil, and you will get a null pointer and exception. With get updated car, you are safe from this null point exception.
Okay. So I feel like this. I feel like it's still like I feel like it's still a record.
Yes, it's like a record, but
But
you
they're
can
treating it like,
nest you can nest it and put records inside records without any problem.
okay. Okay. Let me do. Can I rename this? Hold up.
Shift
Refactor.
F6. Yes.
All right. Shift F6, and we'll call that vehicle. Hey. Shift Alt L. Shift Alt. Hold up. Okay. This syntax is so different. I think it's going to take me a while to memorize the syntax. Define vehicle, assoc car. Uh, define car, models Honda, years 1999. Like, why do I need this assoc? Why can't I just?
I don't know. I thought you want to change something in your initial car, but you replaced everything. You just could
Oh, is that what you're saying? Okay, hold
convert
up.
it from.
You're saying that if I wanted to add an additional, um, hold up.
Yes, you can add additional replace model from Honda to Toyota, but keep year same.
Okay,
I don't know.
yeah, I think I understand. So it'll be color, and then we'll say red. Okay, so that, and then I would say vehicle color, then that's red, and then I say vehicle model, uh, vehicle model. Okay, I get it. I understand it. Basically, your assoc as an associate means to copy the value and add some properties to it. That's what I.
Yes, like in Scala, it's a copy or on record is changing something.
Okay. In F sharp, it would be like
So you can
um,
associate, dissort, update. So apply function to key value.
to apply function to key value. Okay. Find function within parentheses. Find function. Um, change color, and it's going to take a vehicle. Okay.
No, you can define function which take one color and return another color,
Okay.
and
I'm
then
not.
apply this function separately by update car and
I can't do this
specify
right
this
here.
function.
I can't say change
No,
color.
no, you don't need a vehicle color. So you need a function for changing color, and then
Okay.
apply this function to update key value separately.
Okay. I have a question though. I thought functions were supposed to uh, have everything that they need to compute, but this is defined outside of the function. Or am I thinking too deep into it?
So what is your question?
My question is if we if we wanted this to be reusable, why wouldn't I throw vehicle in here instead of it being defined outside of the scope of this function.
Okay, just write your function. How do you want to change the color?
Okay.
My idea
So,
was to show you how to use update function. So associate, dissociate, and update. Update works, which takes function over value and how to apply.
okay,
If you
all right,
want to write function which algorithm to change something in this in provided map, okay. But
okay, okay, okay,
if you use vehicle, you will use again like assert new color and so on. I don't know what's new here for you.
okay. So, in this case, we take our vehicle that we already have.
No, no, no. You don't know. The, can you imagine function which knows only initial color and provide another color? Is it possible to have this function?
Well, right now, the color is not defined. It could be anything, right?
Color is an argument provided. So is it possible to compute new color from old color? Can you have such algorithm? Like from yellow to blue or something else?
Uh, I mean, yeah, if you have a list of colors and you use the random function and you make sure that the return value of the random function isn't equal to the current.
You can have a hash map of from old color to new color.
Okay, so um, all right, so like this change color thing doesn't know anything about that stuff up there, right?
No, you should. You need those definitions to test your function.
I'm gonna say silver.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
you can just write if color is red, then black. Otherwise, change nothing. So just let's write if parent no remove okay
I forgot.
parenthesis before color.
Remove
You
parentheses
will
before
write
color.
expression now. You need to write color equal red. So equal red color is this is expression. So no, if start with if if parent left parent okay equal space color no symbol okay you can start from red. Well, condition here now what to return if true and what to return if false. No, after red, remove the silver.
Okay.
Okay, and put the string silver. Yes, here. If red, silver. If not red, what do you want?
Uh, Pink
Black.
or this color.
Okay, just color, but lowercase. Yeah. Well, this is function which uh, update, which take value and produce new value. Now you can use this function to update your hash map.
Okay. Uh, in this case, we
So
say def vehicle. Oh, within parentheses. Depth vehicle. And I thought it was supposed to be light color.
Brace.
Then we'll say
You,
red.
you forgot braces. Before color. Before color should be brace. Yes. And color red inside. Yes. No, put it inside.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can write your update expression.
This
Okay,
is
left
hard.
parent.
This,
No,
this.
just put yes. Start new line from new line. Okay. Left bracket parent. Left parent. Update function. Update. No, update. It's named update.
Okay.
This second one you can check documentation if you like.
Oh, so this
So
update is applied to this map.
update map key. You can read this pop-up. There is enough information there. So syntax is first argument map, second is key, and third is function to apply to this key. So
Okay.
now you can write. Now you can write your expression.
Map, key, and then function. Okay. So update.
Now update vehicle.
Key is color.
Color.
Do I have to do that like that?
Yes, and function you change color. Now you can test it.
All right. And so we're expecting it to be silver when we execute this. Shift Alt P. Oh, okay. I feel like I burned like 100 calories in the past 5 minutes just in my brain. All right. So what did we accomplish? We use Clojure Core's library update that takes a map and you pass it a property or a key. In this case, color. I feel better saying property because the key is like a literal value, I think. But then again, it is a key because it's going to translate that color. All right, yeah, fine.
I don't think you will see term property in document in the books you read about Clojure.
Okay,
Because in Java property is about and JavaScript property is a specific field in the object and so on.
hold up, put it on my. That's not right. Hold up, what did I do wrong? Oh yeah, that is
No,
right.
no,
Never
not
mind.
wrong.
It's right. It's right. Oh, that was life altering. Okay, need a drink.
Okay, so last function is dissociate. So you can remove something from your vehicle.
Okay,
So the dissociates vehicle color, you will get empty map.
okay,
No, you don't need to define anything. You have everything to dissociate.
okay. So you're saying
Parent
this?
dissociates like a sort by dissociate.
And it says that it takes a
Vehicle,
map and a key. Okay.
vehicle and color. Now you have brand new vehicle without color, so you can paint it there anything.
Okay. And if I wanted to say associate, That's not what I was expecting. Okay. And then do this. Okay. Maps. Core functions for maps and Clojure are associate when you want to add additional properties, dissociate when you want to, or when you want to remove properties, but it's not called associate and dissociate. It's called asoc and desoc. Why don't they just spell out the whole thing? But okay. Uh, okay, I got it. And you always want to wrap your maps within braces. So you could say, for example, uh, F. Hold up.
If, if you like, we can try to use a sock in and update in inside nested maps. When you use maps inside maps, you
Sounds
can manipulate nested data as well.
that sounds scary.
Okay,
I don't. I don't
next time
see.
then.
I don't see N.
No, a sock in and update in.
Map, and then within another vector, key, and what's KS mean? Okay, I'm listening. Vehicle, and we probably want to do a
Better to look examples, I think.
model.
No, update a sock in if you have, okay, if you have a shop of vehicles, like, no, map.
So
Uh,
define another map, and then add that as
yes, you need to have a map inside a map. So
okay.
let's use some property which is map itself.
All right. So I want to force my brain to
Can,
hurt.
can you imagine such a vehicle property which should be map as well?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So define. We'll have vehicle, and then we'll have our within braces uh, model, and then we'll have. I'm forced to. I can leave it empty, right? And then just do a comma. Hold up, comma, and then we'll have
No, you
competitors.
should specify something for model. Do you want to have empty model or what?
Okay.
You can put
Toyota.
nil. If you want to use nothing, you can put nil here.
Okay.
Model nil.
And then we'll have a competitors, and this will be of type vehicle. Can't I can't have like how you spell
Put
competitors?
exactly, just put a map here inside the vehicle. Instead of vehicle, just put new map here inside. Remove vehicle and start with brace. No, just use new brace here.
That
Not square brackets, braces. Yes,
that
this one. Yeah, how do you name that? Is this symbol?
and what do I put inside here, or just leave it alone?
No, I don't know. Did you want to use another car?
Yeah.
Model Mercedes? Honda?
Okay. Whew, that was hard work. Okay. All right. So we got vehicle, we have model, and then we have competitors. But what if I want competitors to be? Hold up. Can I do this? Hold up.
Do you want to have a vector of competitor?
Yeah.
I guess you want to put a square bracket before brace just after competitor. So to
You
because
talking about this?
you want to have a list of objects with model Honda model
Yeah.
because
Okay. I feel like I'm complicating things, so no, I don't want. I don't want that. I'll just keep it simple. All right. Oh shoot. Hold up. Undo. Undo. Undo.
redo redo.
I don't know what I'm doing.
No, you should redo, not undo.
How come the Control Z, Control Y is not doing what I expected? All right. Toyota. Toyota. Okay. And then we had competitor. Competitor. Now I gotta remove the white space. And this was
No, new map here. Brace, new brace. Yes,
okay.
model Honda here.
That is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you want to look up competitor model, you should use get in. Let's try with get in. Start new expression and with get in. Get in. No, just you don't define anything. Get in vehicle. So and use vector the path to the field of competitor model like vehicle and vector of competitor model. So square bracket and two keywords. No, not symbols, keywords. Start from column.
All
Make
right.
them purple. Yes. Column, semicolon. Yes. Column, competitor. Competitor. Space column model. Yes. This is path inside.
All right. So let me look at this. Get in vehicle. The competitor property of model, and I assume this is going to return Honda.
This is like a XLS path. So you specify no list of nodes to get inside. Deeper, deeper, deeper.
That's convenient. I can see myself using that.
So you can update in same manner or associate new value or let's add something to competitor like ear
Using the
assort
updated.
in. Let's use assort in. Assort in, updating, just remove it. And remove parentheses around vehicle.
Oh,
Vehicle should not be Orange.
Take two.
Assert in vehicle. So
And
same
then
path like in previous expression, competitor model. Uh, competitor ear. We want to associate new ear. So in by path competitor ear, we want to assign new ear for competitor. And put ear after closing bracket. No, not here, after, not before. Uh, between
no. So I'm doing this, and
put
then
here.
okay,
Yes,
I got it.
here.
Yeah.
No, just here. Okay, string is okay. Now execute it. Now you have competitor model Honda year 2022.
That was a lot of work. Uh, okay. So I have a feeling that these are some of the core functions when you're like executing some business workflow. Like, are these functions what you use the most when you're doing Clojure professionally?
Hard to say, need to check the statistics. I don't know. I think update is mostly used because you update something.
Oh, this is work. All right, so get in.
I can try. Okay. So, more than. Okay. Assert is more use than update. Like most used is assert, and then update, and then default.
Let me see. Wait, are you typing in the chat? No. That took a lot out of me. And all this deals with maps. So like maps are still like they're still like records. They just to me maps and records are the same thing. Like I don't really see a difference within the Clojure context. Like yeah,
There are records in Clojure as well.
which is a completely separate structure.
No, it's you can look for def record, Clojure def record, def rec. Oh, okay, record.
I'm having a hard time deciding when using def record is the right choice, and more broadly, if my use of protocols on my record is semantic closure and functional. In my current project, I'm building a game that has different types of enemies that all have the same set of actions. Those actions might be implemented differently. Coming from a OOP background, okay. Uh, Rule of thumb is always use plain hash maps until you really need polymorphism, and then decide whether you want multi-methods to special one or more arguments, attributes, or protocols. I would only add that records can slow down iterative development, especially using a tool like lay-in, test, refresh, or similar. Records from a separate Java class must be recompiled upon every change. Okay, so that didn't really. All right, so Clojure has a concept of records that are different from maps.
No, they're not different. They just have more. Plain hash map is just hash map. Record is a hash map with additional with specific type. You can check type for this record. It have all functions like any other hash map. You can associate, dissociate from record. They have a constructor function to construct records. So it's just more complicated hash maps.
Yeah, okay.
And if you add, if you associate key which doesn't exist in this record, you will get an ordinary hash map as a result. So you lost this type in hash map manipulation when you change it.
I guess I need to do some more research on hash maps and the paradigm shift from what I've been doing. Like, I'm curious why hash maps are the preferred structure in Clojure, but in like F sharp, the preferred structure is records. Like, I'm not sure like how come everything isn't like de facto with just maps.
Because F sharp is a statically typed language, I think. No?
It it is okay. Oh, with Clojure, the fact that you can have, but in Clojure, like you had different properties, you had different key value pairs in the map that had different data types, right? So, like for example, we had, I mean, they were both strings, but let me do this again. You can have, hold up, why is this thing not behaving? Insert, pick two, uh, def, vehicle, and then crap, I forgot how to do the syntax. Within braces, you have model, which is Honda. Yeah, I remember now. And then we had like, you prefer to have commas in here. And then we have year. And then we have 1999. And
No, I
so,
don't prefer commas.
oh, okay. All right.
You can use them if you think it improve readability. You can use commas.
All right. So this is a map. To me, a map is a dictionary. And this has multiple properties to me this looks like a record. Like I don't see how this is, yeah, it's not clear to me what the difference is between this and what I'm doing in F sharp.
The difference is in F sharp you can ask object about its type, and you will get this is type vehicle, which fields, model, and year. In hash map and Clojure, you cannot guess by asking type what's inside. You just can look up because hash map contains anything, any key value pairs, and have no any restrictions for its content.
Okay, so theoretically, you don't know what the key value pairs are in a map. Like IntelliSense won't tell you. You just have to know as a developer.
You
Is that
know,
accurate?
but compiler at compile time doesn't know anything about
Okay,
content. And
and that is
you cannot use this knowledge for type linking between uh, parts of your program.
okay.
If you use def record, you can define a record like def record, vehicle, and just specified keys, model, year. Looking at this definition, you know that this record is about two fields, model and year, and nothing else. In this case, you cannot have empty map without fields. They always exist. If you don't specify when you create them, they are nil, but they exist anyway.
Okay. I'm I'm trying to understand what value maps have that records don't have in Clojure. Like why I'm trying to understand like why is that more productive than the way that we've been doing it using records? And I'm not I guess it's something I just have to research because it's not clear to
Because
me.
you don't need to specify additional restriction before using this map. And you can use maps freely as containers for anything. So you can take your uh, car record and put additional metadata like
Okay.
where is serviced, who is owner, which doesn't exist in initial data.
Okay.
And
So
you can collect additional data and you don't care. With the record, if you define two fields, you cannot use more or less. And to refactor it, you need to define a declaration. And so you have more cohesion between
okay. That makes
parts of.
sense. That makes sense. So for records, you have to account for every single property whenever you're making a copy. I mean, you can still say like the width, but it makes sense to me. With the record, you're forced to appease the compiler for initialization. Like you have to initialize everything for a record if you want to use it. In in a map, you're not forced to initialize every single piece of data or property. You only focus on what you want. There is no compiler. That makes sense to me. I think I understand now. It's a different paradigm, but yeah. Well, my brain is fried for today. Thank you, though. This is I've never had so much hands-on experience with maps. I didn't even get to that part in the book yet, but yeah, you clarified some things. A soak, this soak, a soak in, this soak in, and
No, there is
also
no disocin,
oh no,
unfortunately.
oh hold on,
No.
what was hold up? It was something. Hold up. Yeah, you're right. What does the bang sign mean again? The exclamation point. That's a side effect, right?
With bank, this is you see the transient map, so you can have if you need to construct a big map from multiple key values, it's not effective to make a copy of map on every step when you associate new key. So there's a way to declare a transient map. We can update in place, modifying it. So it's not immutable map, but mutable map.
Okay.
Update and freeze it and using persistent. Uh, so you can look examples of using this source with bank.
Okay.
So it's like mutable programming for efficiency.
Got it.
You have a source bank as well.
All right.
There is no desoc in because of uh, not clear behavior how it should act. So there is no such function.
Cool. I think I'm content for today. I appreciate your patience trying to help me understand the maps concept and all the parentheses that I got in the wrong positions. And yeah, thanks. Send me the invoice. And my brain kind of hurts. So
The, this is a main concept working with Clojure. You used to use parents automatically for every expression, and when you switch to another language like JavaScript, Java, you need to change your
you got to remove that
because you
habit.
do it, you just do it automatically, just
Yeah.
when you need.
I used to do that with the semicolon in F sharp. I used to like coming from C sharp. I like end every statement with a semicolon, and it's like, yeah, it's another habit that I picked up. Instead of semicolons, you have parentheses. So, oh, well, thanks again. My brain hurts. I'm about to try to relax now.
Okay,
Uh,
have a good relax.
uh, likewise. What time is it over there? Actually, I think I know. Hold up. Let me see. CET right now. If we say 3:18 p.m. What is that in CET? How do you,
Interesting. There is no any notifications that you wrote comments here. You can't hear me. The
it,
default tab is private chat and no indications that something was wrote in
uh,
comments.
yeah. Oh, it's 9:18 at night where you're at. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you go.
Not not too late, but
Yeah. Well, thanks, Sergey. I appreciate it. And I'm going to
you're
marinate
welcome.
on what you helped me with maps. I think I have a better understanding of why maps are different from records, especially when you don't have a compiler that forces you to acknowledge every single property. Um, yeah, so like some of that's making sense to me. And I'm taking off. So thanks again. And take care.
Have a nice day.
All right. Bye.
Ciao.
See you. How do I end broadcast?